Good evening, I'm Maureen McFadden. The new school year is fast approaching and a new alternative school is gearing up to welcome students. News Center 16's Gabby Gonzalez was at the Crossing today and spoke to its executive director about the progress being made there. So Gabby, have the first few days of classes been for students? How's it gone?
Well, it's been a very different approach than that seen at most public schools. There's a 1 to 6 teacher-to-student ratio, so this allows for a lot more personal attention for these students who have had some trouble in the past.
I found a safe place where I can meet with my friends.
This is not a therapy session.
I had to be a lot of different things to a lot of different people.
At the Crossing, this is school.
We get to know them on an individual basis, hear their stories, share, talk about family, life.
Classes at the Crossing started on Monday. The school aims to help at-risk youth.
We're a part of their life, and it's a very holistic approach to education, including focusing on not only on academics, but focusing on developing character, building leadership, and then putting their feet on a career path.
The first school of this kind opened in Goshen in 2003. Now there are a total of 11 The Crossing centers serving Indiana students.
They're looking for a second chance to start life all over again, to get a high school diploma.
This year, The Crossing has a partnership with the South Bend Community School Corporation. But the agreement states that the school board can pull out of the partnership with 30 days' notice.
When you start a school, you hire teachers and you have a facility, and we'd have to send all of our kids back to the street. And our parents and students would be pretty upset about that.
Still, he says that a trust factor is in place, and they're focusing on being as effective as they can be.
You see lives transformed. You see a heart change where they start to believe in themselves and find out what they're made of and what they can do.
Teachers like Weaver say there's a need for this kind of schooling.
They're supporting everyone. We're all trying to work towards the same goal, so we all know what each other needs to succeed.
A second chance when they need it most.
The Crossing now also has a middle school in Mishawaka. They told me that they hope offering this kind of education earlier in students' lives will help prevent some problems down the road.
Okay, Gabby, so how's enrollment at the Crossing?
Well, since they just started classes on Monday, they are still trying to get those numbers up. They told me teachers and students will be doing community outreach. They're planning everything from block parties to teaming up with local churches and even going door to door. All this in hopes of reaching out to students who really need that extra help.
Yeah, and keeping kids in school. Thanks a lot, Gabby.